How much money does Andrew Tate actually make? After going viral this year, Andrew Tate has been racking up millions of views, shall I say billions of views, and followers around the world. Showing his crazy life of Bugattis, fizzy drinks, and private jets. Everyone wants his life. Now doing that, he's racked up a substantial fortune, and we want to figure out how much money does he actually make. Look, he's a hot topic. Literally everywhere you go, he is the topic of the conversation. TikTok, out to eat, or with your friends, everyone's going to be talking about Andrew Tate. I mean, just every video I go to, I see a picture of this bald-headed guy who's an absolute beast. But with all this hype going on, we're going to figure out what exactly is going on. We're going to break down the numbers. How much does he really take home? Where does his money come from? And is he as successful as people make it seem? With all the flashy cars and the dream life that he portrays, it seems like the guy is raking it in. But very few people actually understand where it all comes from. So without further ado, let's begin. And before we continue, there's a red button below. Hit that. Hit the like button. And let's get it. So in case you don't know, who is Andrew Tate? Andrew Tate, Top G, as people like to say it, is a former kickboxing legend. Later on in his life, he decided to change society and to start teaching young men and women what it means to be a top G and to create a life of abundance, wealth, and success. He used a lot of crazy sayings that got him a lot of views and a lot of controversy, like women can't drive, men can betray, but women can't. 18 or 19-year-old girls are more attractive than 25 and up. He's been getting a lot of hate recently about this, but to him, he doesn't seem too canceled. He takes this attention and just creates more wealth. Before he turned into the business world, his kickboxing career actually was pretty good. In fact, he won over 90% of his fights, winning 76 out of 85 professional ones. Recently, Jake Paul and Tate went at it, so look out. Maybe they'll be fighting soon, but I think this is actually the greatest marketing event of all time, which we might save for another video. Now let's break down his actual businesses. What does Andrew Tate actually do? What does he own? Or does he just portray this crazy life and make money off that? So I did some digging and I found out that he does 8 different things, 8 different revenue and stream sources of income. As they say, have passive income and multiple streams of income. I guess Andrew has it tied down. The first stream of income is his mentoring and coaching. Andrew has his war room apparently for $5,000 where you come in and you can learn from him and other different businesses. I've heard a lot of different things about that, but apparently it's meant for the more elite people, the people who are already making money, and it helps them to take that money and to invest it in the right way. It's still unclear exactly what that program is about, but overall, he's making bang from that. Number 2 is public appearances. I mean, the man was all over Dubai and all over the world. People literally pay him just to meet with him, speak to their business and to their people. I can see it right now. If you probably want to meet Andrew Tate, it'll probably cost you $50,000. So he's definitely making a good amount of money off that. I haven't seen him recently at any speaking events, but I know he does a lot of podcasts, which I'm sure he charges for. Andrew also runs a webcam business where he pays girls to perform live for people. He co-founded that business with his brother, which at a certain point was making up to $600,000 a month. At its peak, they had 75 girls working for them. After that, they took the money and they put it into crypto, which they made a substantial profit from. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest overall of his income streams, and that's Hustlers University. So Andrew Tate created this community on Discord that basically shows people how to succeed in business and life. And he charges about $49 a month, and also will get you access to videos and whatnot on how to be successful in all different types of areas. Apparently, what I've heard is that he paid people to just create this course on Fiverr, which is kind of weird, but I guess it makes him money, so why not? Reportedly, he has about 50 to 100,000 students paying monthly for this and earns anywhere between $2.5 to $5 million per month doing this. Now, of course, those numbers have not been confirmed after his entire cancellation. If you don't know, he was completely banned off most social media platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and those type of things. Recently, he got his Twitter account back, but I'm sure that made a huge shift in some of his sales. Number 5 is Tate Publishing. Andrew Tate is also the founder of Tate Publishing, which helps people publish their own books and sells them. Now, I don't have an exact number on how much he makes from this and if it's still around, but I know this was one of his companies. Number 6 is his real estate. Andrew Tate is constantly buying houses around Europe and United States. He recently bought a huge mansion in Miami. It isn't confirmed on how much his properties are worth, but I would say somewhere in the tens of millions. We also don't know exactly where his properties are, but from his videos, we kind of have a good understanding it's in those areas. And number 7 is the casino businesses. Now, when Andrew ran out of cash, I believe around the time when he was still in the kickboxing world, he turned to casinos. He was offered to actually invest in a casino, which he took a percentage of, and now he made around $200,000 from. Now, I don't know how accurate that number is. I would think he made a lot more than 200 grand off his casinos, but again, he does own a percentage of it, and it's not confirmed on what casino he actually owns, which is kind of sketchy to me. And lastly, he owns a management company. This is number 8, his OnlyFans management company. He manages girls on that platform and apparently makes around $200,000 a month. Takes them, trains them, posts them. I don't want to have to do anything with that. Now, let's talk about his current net worth. Now, Andrew Tate's career blew off in 2022. He amassed over 11 billion views on the TikTok platform as it started to get his popularity, and the social media celebrity have been climbing to the top in all search results. The way that he maximizes his content to make money is absolute genius. Whatever he says, whether it's controversy or you don't agree with it, the man's making a lot of money. If you look up on Google what his net worth is, it says 350 million. I would say I think it's a little bit less than that, just because he hasn't been around for that long of a time to amass that wealth. Keep in mind, a few years ago, I don't think the guy had a few million to his name. I would say it's somewhere between the 100 to 250 million dollar range, but it's rapidly growing, and I can see him reaching the billion mark in the next 5 years. Remember, when it comes to net worth, that includes a lot of different things. If he would sell all his companies, what would be his worth? Versus how much liquid cash he has, that's a different story. Regardless, he's making around $4 million a month in cash and about $45 million a year. Andrew also owns dozens of different luxury cars, which he's been posting on his social media videos, which does raise a lot of questions on where does he actually put all his money. I know he has the real estate, I know he has the cars, but what are his next moves? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and if you had $100 million in the bank, where would you put it? And of course, let all the controversy begin in the comments below. I'm there for the tea and some popcorn. Stay tuned for many videos coming on Andrew Tate. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.